Hello everyone, it's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and I'm back, you guys. I'm back. I know I did not forget you guys, lovelies. I was having issues with the thing that I used in order to make my videos. It would just not work, so I would just put out a lot of reels, but I really miss being with you guys, and I miss, doing cool things with all of you guys. Thank you so much for your patience. Today I'll be doing a natal chart analysis on the lovely Jhene. I will be speaking on her personality traits, her characteristic traits, and how she's been able to garner a lot of fame and success based off of her natal chart. So please stay tuned for the rest of my video, lovelies. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Please also make sure you hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. Also share this video with all your friends, your family members, anyone you know who really appreciates this content in regard to natal charts or who's a big fan of Jhene and would love to learn more about her. Now let's get right into the video. Jhene was born on March 16th, 1988, and this qualifies her to be a Pisces. And by being a Pisces, she tends to be very compassionate, someone who's very romantic, someone who's very artistic. She has intense empathy for others, and she's very sensitive as well. She's also someone who likes to channel her emotions into her art, and this makes so much sense because she is a songwriter and she's a singer. She is someone who is incredibly intuitive. She's also someone who's very dreamy, very artistic, and she will express herself through creative endeavors. So she is the last zodiac sign, so that means she gets the majority of the other signs' traits. So people who are Pisces tend to be very smart, very imaginative, very helpful, and they just love to make people happy. So this really describes her in the best way. Next up is her moon in Pisces. She tends to be someone who can be very sensitive. She is emotional. She loves to fantasize and dream. She's very mysterious. She's very compassionate, very vulnerable. She at times does have sadness, but her needs in order for her to feel comfortable and happy would be solitude, music, and art, and this literally describes her to the core because she creates art, and if you listen to her music, she does base it upon her real life experiences so that other people are able to understand her. They understand what she's going through because they feel sympathy towards her, and they just feel the same way they would have felt. They put themselves in her shoes and they connect with her because they've been in the same experiences as her. She loves to find inner peace. She's someone who likes to meditate and is someone who is okay with sharing their emotions. Next up is her Mercury in Pisces. So with these three placements already, she has a stellium in Pisces. And she tends to focus on the mood of a situation rather than the facts, even though some people may say this is bad to a certain extent, but this is also good because sometimes some situations you cannot just look at the facts. You have to find the mood. You have to read energy. You have to read the room. So this is something that she does. She's someone who's very creative because people with a Mercury in Pisces tend to be very creative people. They tend to also have a voice that people just gravitate to. They have a voice that people love. She's someone who has a lot of abstract thinking. She does have a sensitivity to opinions. She is very artistic. She does have like a melancholy speaking voice. However, this is helpful and a lot of people love to hear it. She's someone who has reasoning that makes sense, and she is someone who has a beautiful voice. Next up is her Venus in Taurus, and this is actually a great placement because Taurus and Libra are ruled in Venus. So she's someone who tends to want someone who's nurturing, very predictable, very loyal, very resourceful and artistic because it is a fixed sign in the Venus section. She needs dependability and practicality. She needs someone who is possessive, but they always have a constant devotion to her. She does not like to be pushed around. She stays away from people who are superficial and who will play with their heart. She likes physical features, and she likes physical pleasures like holding hands, like physical touch as a love language. She likes to treat her partner to practical indulgences. She's always cheerful and easy to get along with. She's a dependable partner, and she does not like change that much. Next up is her Mars in Capricorn, and with this placement, she is very strong and hardworking. She desires for wealth, success, and power. She's very ambitious. She has a lot of endurance, and she's going to make sure she works as hard as she needs to in order to accomplish every goal that she's pulled out. She tends to be also very goal-oriented, so she knows what she's going to work for. She's just not competing with everyone for anything. No, she knows exactly what she's working for. She knows exactly what she's competing for, and she's going to make sure that she accomplishes every single thing that she needs to accomplish in this life. And regardless of what other people say, she knows and she has the confidence that she can accomplish it. She has a focused drive. She's very responsible. She is a person that will always be successful. She's efficient and loves to do things that make her happy and successful. Next up is her Jupiter in Taurus, and with this placement, she has a cautious nature that helps attract good fortune, along with hard work and dedication. So being cautious is something that she is. She's going to make sure that she looks at all of the facts before going into something. She makes sure she looks at everything very seriously. She makes sure she knows the ins and outs before making a decision, because she doesn't want to waste money or just waste time. She tends to also be someone who is very generous with her money, or just generous in general. She wants to help others. She wants to make sure that others are just as happy as her. She also does have a lot of compassion in her heart, so that's something that really helps her and really drives her to accomplishing her goals as well, because having that compassion and being able to work is something that grounds her, because she has both ends of the stick. Because sometimes some people just work and that's it, or just be compassionate, but she has both. Next up is her Saturn in Capricorn, and Capricorn does rule Saturn, so this is a very great placement for her. She's very serious-minded and mature. She has the ability to take on responsibilities and to carry out important duties. She is trusted to be extremely practical and sometimes very thrifty, because she's going to make sure she saves her money and she makes sure she gets the best of the best. She's someone who's a great organizer. She is the ideal one to be counted on to take a clearly defined project through her logical conclusion. She's an achiever, and she prides herself in the ability to focus her attention totally on something worthy, goal-oriented, and she's someone who's going to make sure that she is successful. She's going to make sure that she works hard and she accomplishes every last dream that she comes into. So she's a very dependable person. Next up, lovelies, is her Uranus in Capricorn, and this makes her have a stellium in Capricorn as well. She's all about planning for the future as much as possible, making her an automatic innovator. The reason why it makes her an automatic innovator is because she is going to figure out ways or make different inventions or make things in order for her to make money. She's also someone who is like a peer group type of person, so she likes working in groups. She seeks out practical solutions to changing society's attitudes and customs. So these are the type of people you go to when you want to figure out solutions to issues. Traditions and authority structures. She is logical and orderly, and she likes dealing with matters, and she does not want to just sweep stuff under the rugs. No, she wants to fix the issue and make sure that people in different generations are able to benefit from that. Next up is her Neptune in Capricorn. With this placement, she's reserved and she is refined, especially in areas related to control, power, fame, and success. She's also a person that dreams of wealth and power, and she knows how to attain it. So she wants to accomplish fame, power, and success, and she's been able to accomplish that. And the fact that she's able to know how to do is something that really benefits her as well, because having that success and power, a lot of people don't know how to get it. But the fact that she knows how to do it, that's something that helps her. She's very serious when she likes something. She's going to make sure that she is able to pursue it and achieve it regardless of what it takes. She's someone who will excel in any working environment, and she tends to be a little conservative and traditional at times, but she does reflect on spiritual issues, and she loves to go into art, music, and literature. Next up, lovelies, is her Pluto in Scorpio. Having this placement, Scorpio is exalted in Pluto. So she was born between 1984 and 1995. So this automatically makes her a millennial. She's someone who is a person that will face what is considered scary in previous generations. She loves to make collective issues conscious. She's very isolated, and sometimes she may not like to be around people, but she loves to go into revolutions and movements. Her entire generation is about research and discovery in areas that were considered to be mysterious, remote, or unconventional. She likes to go to the root causes for many complex occurrences that happen on this earth, and she is also someone who's going to make sure that anything that has happened in previous generations that weren't understandable is going to be understood for her generation and generations after. Next up is her North Node in Pisces, and with this placement, she tends to be non-judgmental, or needs to be this, be compassionate, welcoming change, focusing on a spiritual pathway, surrendering anxiety to higher power, freeing her mind through meditation and self-reflection, and this is something that she does all the time. Also, she will need to be able to accepting the truth of the unknown, learning the way of the healer, and helping others heal their pain, connecting to her inner faith, pursuing life with intuition, learning that everything can be explained or cannot be explained through logic. She focuses on her energies on serving with judgment or without judgment. She finds comfort in the ability to heal and to inspire others as well. She surrounds herself with people who won't take her kindness for granted. So this is what she'll need to accomplish in order for her to really live her life on this earth. Next up is her Chiron in Gemini. She may have been a person who had a problem with her voice. In regards to either people listening to her voice, she may have had a speech impediment, or she may have felt as though her communicating to people never worked out. She's always been misunderstood, and people just would never understand her, or just people would never listen to her, and then she didn't feel the need to talk because she didn't feel as though what she had to say was important. However, anyone with this placement under the sound of my voice, just know that you are precious. We do want to hear what you have to say. And that if you do have a speech impediment, it's okay. You can speak and we will listen. If you do want to make sure that your words are being articulated the right way, then probably going to somebody who is great with public speaking is something that's very important when someone with this placement. And I know that you'll be able to accomplish every last one of your dreams. Next up is her Sagittarius Rising, and with this placement, she tends to be a very liberal person. She's very optimistic. She's humanistic as well. She's very adventurous. She's a lucky type of person. At times, she can be indulgent, and she's very carefree. She's also someone that loves to explore and travel. She is restless and active. She's very direct. At times, people may say or take it as tactless. She has natural optimism. She loves to share her opinions. She's very lighthearted and charismatic. She needs freedom and independence. She likes for everyone to be happy around her. She's very self-confident. She's very curious, especially towards spirituality and philosophy. And also with this placement, she tends to want to just have fun and just not be restricted in any way possible. So this describes her in the best way. Last but not least, lovelies, is her midheaven in Virgo. She tends to be someone who loves to just be in an occupation that is very stable. She's very career oriented with this placement, and she's going to make sure that she has the best of her career. She's going to go into something that has longevity and that honestly her children can look after. She has an analytical mind and is best when looking at situations, trying to improve it and bringing solutions to it. She is someone who likes to fulfill her potential and can make her want any position that is able. She has stability and practicality that is very important. So she's someone who loves to do things that really bring out her analytical side and practical side. So she's in the best occupation. That's all I have for you lovelies today in regards to Jhene's natal chart. Please let me know how you felt down below. Did you learn more about her? Did you get a better understanding as to who she is as a person? Please let me know if I didn't add anything. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Also, please make sure you hit that like button, and also lastly, please make sure you share this video with everyone you know. And if you have not yet followed me on all of my social media accounts, please make sure you do so under Abbie Dagrin on my Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, and also Abbie Dagrin 88 under Snapchat. I love you all. Please stay safe and healthy. I'm so glad I am back making videos because I love doing this for you guys. I just love you guys so much. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, lovelies.